Hello, this is another recording being made by T. Chase on May 7, 2017. This is another video on the King James Version English Bible Code. In the King James English Bible Code, I run a software program to look for words on a given subject, and the software program does ELS, or equidistant letter sequence searches, to search for words in the King James Version, New Testament or Old Testament in English. And I have found that there are patterns to where these words are found. If you have two or more words, you get what is called a Bible code matrix. Then you look at other words and phrases in the matrix for meaning. And in this case, I was looking for Bible code matrices on the idea of the human mind and brain being a quantum computer. There is some theorizing now that the mind and brain and memory work by the human mind and brain actually being a quantum computer, which may be connected to the outside world, to the universe. And I was looking for Bible code matrices on that subject. Now, the first matrix I have here was for a search words computer and brain in the New Testament, and computer only appeared one time, but brain appeared more times, and this matrix is composed of computer and brain in the matrix. And this matrix you see here extends from John 1:9 to Acts 23:27. And the most interesting phrase in this matrix is at John 1:9, the beginning of the matrix. And this is the phrase, "The true light which lighteth every man that cometh into the world." And that might be on the idea, in this case, of maybe the brain being a quantum computer. But there were many other phrases or words and phrases of interest on the possible subject that might shed light on this. As I said, the matrix, the search words were computer and brain, but there are a lot of other words and phrases of interest in this matrix, including shall live forever, and miracles, and cometh to the light, and all the wisdom. Also, there is a skull, where the brain is inside a skull, and being sent forth by the Holy Ghost being like spirit, the spirit of man, which is maybe outside the human body. Also, there's the phrase, come see a man which told me all things. And there's also out of the world, the idea of maybe the brain quantum computer being sensing what is getting information from outside in the universe as it's quantumly connected to the outside universe. Also, there is these things understood, and hath made of one blood all nations of men. And there is when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you. That might be the Christ. Then there was also a man which told me all things. And that'd be the idea of maybe the quantum computer of the human brain getting information from outside. Certainly a lot of interesting phrases in this matrix. I tried one other matrix here on this subject. I didn't find too much except one possible phrase of interest. This was an Old Testament search for quantum. Quantum only appears once in the Old Testament, and also the search word was mind. So I found this matrix at 1 Kings 1:10 to Ezekiel 41:21 in the King James Old Testament. And there was one interesting phrase, the lowest parts of the earth thine eyes did see. And maybe that's the idea again of the quantum computer of the brain, in knowing all. That's the only matrix I found. The only words I found in this matrix. It's not as interesting as that first one. But you can see on my website in other videos more on these subjects. The idea is that they may be hidden in the King James Version Bible, because it's considered an unequaled masterpiece by many millions of Christians in the world, and that in the King James Version Bible, written in the 1600s, there may be encoded information in this equidistant letter sequence coding, that information on much in the world, and that you can find this with the Bible Code program. Thank you.